If you're flying into Japan soon, Japanese airports can have some unique steps, so I'm going to take you through my recent entry at Kansai Airport in Osaka, from getting fingerprints taken to having your visa stamped and maybe even a quick bag search at customs. I'll break down everything you need to know for a smooth arrival. And if you're from a certain group of countries, which includes the UK, you can maybe extend your stay from 90 to 180 days to do even more sightseeing. Let's look at what to consider when you land in Japan. If you're arriving as a tourist, you'll want to check your country has an arrangement with Japan. You can head to this webpage to check. It's an official government website. I'll leave the link in the description. The vast majority of these nationalities get 90 days in Japan, and you'll get a tourist visa stamped in your passport at the airport. Also, not everyone knows this, but for those from the countries on the screen right now, you can stay for up to 180 days. You can apply for an extension at a local government office once you're in Japan, and I think this is amazing because there aren't many countries that offer 180 days on a tourist visa. And as a UK citizen, I'm planning to take advantage of this soon, and I will do a video on it, so stay tuned if you want to see how that goes. Now let's get into what checks you'll have to go through as soon as you land. And this is all from my experience at Kansai Airport last month. Of course, I wasn't allowed to film in the immigration and customs areas, but you can enjoy some related footage while I run through these checks for you. So after leaving the plane, the first check is a body temperature check, which is done with a heat camera. This is because they're still checking for people with coronavirus. Now all you need to do is walk past the camera like everyone else. Don't worry about this one if you're not ill. If you are, there were signs asking that you tell the staff if you're infected so you can quarantine. And next you'll have to queue up and submit your fingerprints and have a photo taken. This system has been in place for a while now for all non-Japanese people, and it's just related to reducing crime. There'll be staff helping you do this part, and it only takes around 30 seconds once you get to the front. Next it's on to immigration clearance by submitting your passport and a disembarkation card. I picked up an extra so I can show you the form here. Some basic general questions, nothing too difficult, and of course it's okay to fill this out in English. The flight attendants should bring these forms around for you as you're about to land on your plane in Japan, so if you carry a pen there, you can save some time and fill it in on the plane. Otherwise you can just fill one out at immigration once you've landed. There are loads to pick up. The staff at immigration will ask you a few questions about your trip, and all being well, you'll get a tourist visa. Then the last step is customs declaration. We're nearly done. Again, this involves a form which you can usually get on your flight in, and here they're just checking if you're bringing in any prohibited items or things that should be taxed. Now of course I always just fill it out and tick no, however I did get my bag searched this time. The lady was nice enough, but I must have looked like someone she had to check. I like to think it's because I look like a cool foreigner guy, not because I look shady. Anyway, she brought out all these sheets of paper with pictures of all the illegal items on and pointed at them one by one and asked me if I had any. I said, obviously no, but she said, I'm going to search your bag anyway. Like I said, take it as a compliment if you get searched here, and of course it was fine for me. I will mention at this point the Visit Japan web app, which you may want to use to save some time at immigration and customs. It basically means you don't have to fill in those forms, you can upload everything to the app. Then once you're through, the checks are over and you've made it into Japan. Congratulations! Now on to your next steps. The first being probably cash. There are currency exchange counters and there are also ATMs around the airport and train station here, but not all work with all foreign cards. The most compatible ATMs tend to be at convenience stores once you're in Japan proper. This is all to say, it's a good idea to exchange some cash in your home country before you arrive. Next, to think about internet for your phone, you can pick up a SIM card from the vending machines in the airport, or pick up a pocket Wi-Fi device if you've pre-ordered one. These are both decent options, but I actually grabbed an eSIM online, which was even easier and cheaper. I'm planning to do a video on that soon as well, so stay tuned for that. Also, you could pick up some food from the konbini here, or even some gashapon, but I'm sure you'll have other things on your mind like making it to your destination, whether that's an Airbnb or a hotel. In terms of transport, you can get a taxi or a bus too, and there's a ticket counter to book a bus ticket. The most popular option will be trains though, as Japan basically has the best train system in the world. There are JR trains you can take from here, and you can pick up a JR rail pass at the office too if you've ordered one of those. But I take the Nankai line from the airport to get to the centre of Osaka, Namba, and it's really direct. If you need help in English or just want to pay by card, you can head to the desk here, but I had some cash on me and I was happy to use the ticket machine. So I got my ticket there and then headed for the ticket gate. You just need to find one with a green circle showing, and then you put the ticket into the gate. The gate will check the ticket and then spit it back out at the other end for you. Then you just have to find your way to your accommodation, and I'll leave that part up to you. But if you are staying at an Airbnb, one last thing to be aware of is that Japan does love paperwork, and so it might not be a surprise that you'll have to sign a form once you arrive at your Airbnb, assuming the host is doing everything above board. This is really simple, it just means you're renting the place out in accordance with Japanese law. And with that, you should be good to finally relax and start enjoying your time in Japan. If you found this video useful, please give it a thumbs up below, and feel free to ask any questions you have in the comments below. Also, subscribe to my channel if you'd like to learn more about what it's like to be in Japan and do loads of fun stuff here. With my degree in Japanese studies, I can go a bit deeper than your average YouTube channel on Japan. But thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoy your time here.